Hello and welcome to the Elvin Marbles. My name is Simon Elvin. I'm a screenwriter and composer, and this is day one of my screenwriter's video blog. It's Monday the 27th of January 2025, and this is the first day that I'm dedicating all my time to screenwriting and composing and forging a career in the film and television business. Up until last week I also had a day job, but I've finally taken the big step to give that up so that I can give this all my time, because I'm aware now that time is the thing you can't buy back, and I really need to dedicate myself to this. So the reason for this video blog is to share my progress with you as I go, to give you some insights into my writing process as they develop, and also to share some tips with you about how I write. Let's see what routines develop, because I don't really know how it's going to go yet. I've got some ideas, but we'll see. If you're wondering why I've given up a perfectly good, well-paid job to pursue my dreams, am I having a midlife crisis? Well, no, it's a bit late for one of those. But writing is what I've always been passionate about. As a child, I was a musician, but also spending time watching old films when my brothers would rather I was playing football outside with them. So I've had a passion for film and for television and for theatre, and basically for storytelling all of my life. In my 20s, I was a published singer-songwriter, and so I was telling stories in 3 or 4 minutes at a time. And then as I took on day jobs to feed my children as they were growing up, I also moved into writing for theatre as well. So the songs then became part of a bigger story. This progressed into me taking some formal study, and at undergraduate level I was studying filmmaking and script writing, and that culminated with an MA in writing for script and screen with Falmouth University. That I finished last summer, and the reason that I want to share with you what I'm doing is because I've seen an awful lot of YouTube videos and heard a lot of advice and read an awful lot about how you get started in the industry, what you do. But I actually take a lesson from my own past. When I got my record contract, my record company said they had never signed anyone in the way that they signed me. There was a usual process that they went to, and they decided to snap me up because I was recommended by some of their songwriters. So I thought, well, if I can buck the trend in music, I can do it in film as well. So I decided to forge my own path, and just decide how I was going to control my own destiny, rather than just sit and wait for someone to bang on the door, which, let's face it, isn't going to happen. So while I was studying my MA and also holding down a job, I made a feature film. It was going to be a short, but then I decided, hey, let's just go for it. The reason for that is I was at the Sundance Festival in London, and a filmmaker told me, forget making a short as an example of your work, just make the work you want to make. So I did. I made a 95-minute film called The Websters, and I've nearly finished editing it and scoring it now, so it's just about to be finished. So that's exciting. The first stage that I want to get to now is getting representation, and for that I need a portfolio. So the first thing I'm doing to organize myself is to have a list of particular projects that I need to get to different stages. Excuse me. So I have my feature film, The Websters, that people can see. I also have a full-length screenplay called Little Blue Dot, and that was the piece that I wrote for my final in the MA. And I have several shorts which I was going to cut down slightly so that they could be filmed, but I'm, like I said, making my own path. So what I'm doing instead is writing them up a little bit to make them slightly longer, probably about 27-28 minutes each, and I'm going to write a series of 6 standalone dramas that will form hopefully a TV series. So the portfolio needs to show a breadth of my work, and if you're in the same position as me, that's what I would really recommend is if you can show somebody a screenplay and they say, great, what else have you got? You want to have something right there and then. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure that my shorts are ready. I know what I want, I know my style as well, which is really important. I know the kind of writing I want to do, and that will help me to find the right kind of agent who's into the same stuff as me. So, as we go, I'll share my routines, I'll share my discoveries, and I'll let you know what my working day looks like. I'm still figuring it out, but I've had coffee, so I'm ready to go. I'll see you in the next one.